Mikal, when you look at the way this game unfolded, it's turnovers kind of the biggest thing tonight?
Yeah, turnovers one, and just that fourth quarter. We got to execute what we're doing. Everybody got to be on the same page.
Obviously not the outcome that the team wanted, but when you look back, when the dust settles, kind of what this team accomplished, are there a lot of positives?
Yeah, for sure. I'll probably be a little bit more grateful about it later, but not right now. So, but yeah.
Mikal, it was a 4-point game at the half. Just what you see coming out of halftime that wasn't there that allowed them to kind of.
Third quarter, I think it's been a lot of third quarter. Them coming out with more energy than us and playing harder than us. They ramped it up and then cut it down. In the fourth quarter, it's a lot of mental mistakes.
When you look back at the series, dropping game one, losing game two on your home court, is that kind of just the uphill battle that the team needed to kind of overcome?
Yeah, you start off 0-2. It's going to be tough for everybody. So, yeah, it's just tough.
It seemed louder tonight than it did even for Game 4. I mean, was it hard to communicate? Did that lead to some of the turnovers?
No, I don't really think so.
Together in the offseason, a lot of injuries during the regular season, make the conference finals. Just how do you process the entire year? Obviously, not the result that you wanted, but to make it this point, how do you just review them?
I mean, a lot of work. Obviously, right now I ain't gonna be too happy about it, but some days I'll feel better. Actually, not some days, some weeks, but yeah. I mean, yeah, it's good to be here, but it's whatever.
Can this disappointment
Couple more guys.
Kind of turn to motivation for next season?
Yeah, just gotta get better.
Mikal, there was talk when they made the move for you, for Cat, about this being sort of a window here with guys matching up ages and stuff. Do you see this as a first step for you guys?
Yeah, first year. A lot of verse for everybody and battle through. Yeah, just first year. Just gotta get better for next year.
On how this game went, you guys come into the half down 4, and then obviously things just go left. Just what did you see out there?
I mean, they obviously played well. They played fast. Turnovers were tough for us. We had some lapses in communication, and in the postseason you can't do that. Can't give away possessions, can't give away games. So you got to tip the cap to them. Obviously, they played well. It's a well-coached team. Yeah.
Josh, after the game in the locker room, what was said?
Not much to be said. We knew we kind of gave this one away. You can't start 0-2, especially losing 2 at home, but you can't give away games in the playoffs. So it's tough. We're all disappointed and frustrated, and we'll take that into the summer and make strides and work on our games individually and get back into the summer and work on it as a collective. So it's the next step, and yeah.
Josh, personally, how would you reflect on yourself for this series? You came out of the starting lineup. There were some highs, some lows. How would you reflect on your own series?
Just kind of disappointed. I had some good games, some bad games. I just was trying to find it. I couldn't find it. So obviously extremely disappointed. Could have and should have played better. That's going to sting for a while.
You guys obviously don't advance here, but given everything that you went through during the regular season and winning the first round, being off from Boston in the second round, just how do you view the season in totality? Obviously, didn't get what you wanted today, but is there a lot to be proud of for the year that you guys had?
It's always tough to answer that question, especially in a moment like this. But I think we handled adversity well. I think we grew as a team. There were the good moments and bad moments, just like every season, and we'll continue to make strides, continuing to improve. Obviously, it's tough to look at it, like I said, in this moment. But it's about next steps, and we were in lost Game 7 last year in semifinals, and now we made it to the finals, conference finals, and in a series that probably should have been flipped, but it's tough. We'll look back at it in a couple of days.
In your
A couple more guys.
Is running is taking the next steps simple as running it back with the same group and building continuity, or is something more drastic? Anything has that?
I don't know. I mean, you're always going to hear me say run it back. I think I said the same thing last year of the guys that we had. So, I like to do it. I feel like this team is good enough to make the next step. But it's a business, and when you don't get to where you feel like you should have or could have, changes are made. And I've been in the league. This is my 8th year. Like I said, this is my 4th organization. I have like 6 coaches or 7 coaches. That's stuff you're gonna have to see. It's the only thing you can ever be too comfortable. Like open Twitter one day and I'm somewhere else. So I think that's what's disappointing the most, knowing that there's a good chance that this team might not be back in totality.
Josh, you
Last one,
guys
guys.
had the same starting 5 for pretty much the whole season. What was the challenge like adjusting once you guys switched it up middle of the series?
I don't know. For me, I don't know. I felt like I just couldn't. Playing hard, trying to find whatever it is. I think I didn't play how I normally play. I let, there were some games I had 3-4 turnovers and let that cause me to kind of get out my game and be a little more passive and not, because obviously you know how costly turnovers are. So I don't know, man. I didn't, I failed the team. I didn't bring it how I should have. Especially in this series, and if I played better, it could have been a different situation.